Scott, the captain. Center senior at 6'3" for the Comets. They're on the board 2-0 right now. Back in play is going to be Spells. Spells gets it back to Lucas for Hunt. Up court now under pressure. And a steal by the Comets. Got it back away. Hunt gets it back again. They're going for two. No good. Basket doesn't count. Here comes the Comets on the rebound. Led by Asia Todd. Asia Todd inside. Gets it to Delana Eves. There's contact made by one of the Hunt players of Amani Sutton. She was last to touch it, so the Comets will get the ball back. Jadea Scott will go inside to Todd. There's a foul called. Whistle and a foul. Foul on number 3. Number 3 for the Hunt Warriors of Markayla Jones, the junior. Number 3 fouls. First foul of the game, but this will bring number 5, Asia Todd, to the line. She'll shoot. She gets her first point of the game. Todd up and at it. Both points, misses the second one. Rebound comes back to Hunt. They'll push it into play, led by Amani Sutton, the power forward junior. Sutton now gets it back inside of the one. Abria Griffith. Griffith goes under the paint. No good. Recovery by Eves. Eves for the Comets, and she gets it back to Todd. Back in play, 6:40 in the first. Todd under pressure now. Goes back inside to Scott. Scott with 2 points on the board so far. Goes back to Smith. Back inside to Watkins. Watkins now goes to Washington. Washington for 2. Bounces off the rim. No good. It's out of bounds, and Comets are lose it, and Wilson Hunt will recover. Back into play. Here comes the Hunt Warriors with the ball. Amani Sutton. Sutton the power forward. And they fight for the ball. Ball comes loose. Comets fight for it. No. Hunt's got it back. Clayton's got it back. Hunt's got it back. Clayton's got it back. And on the rebound goes Washington. Sayaza Washington, the power guard, junior at 5'2". Gets it back in set for the Comets. Washington inside on her own. Hands it back inside to Watkins. Back to Todd. Back to Eves. Eves for 2, and she nails one. Delaney Eves for 2. Clint Eves is her father, the longtime principal and coach and teacher here at Clayton. Back inside for 2. First points of the game now go to Markayla Jones. Markayla Jones for 2. So now it's 5-2, 5:43 in the first period of play. Opening period of play. Washington under pressure by 3 Hunt players. They throw it up to Watkins, or actually Todd. Todd goes for 3. No good. They fight for the rebound. Jadea Scott fights and claws with Watkins under the paint, and there's a foul. Foul on number 30. That's her first foul of the game. Foul on Amani Sutton, the power forward junior at 5'9". This is going to bring, again, the captain. Center senior at 6'3". Jadea Scott to the line, and she'll shoot 2. First shot's up by Scott. Goes in perfectly. That's her third point of the game so far for Jadea Scott. Jada Scott, the senior, the captain for the team, shoots it in, bakes another one, an easy 4. 4 points in the game now. 4 points on the game now for Jadea Scott, as the Comets are up now 7-2, up by 5. Back in play goes again 23. That's going to be Shania Spells. Spells gets it back to one of Griffith, but the rebound comes back to Comets. Here comes Asia Todd. 2 players fighting, clawing under the basket. A whistle and foul. Foul on number 23 for Hunt. That's Tatiana Smith. That's the third foul on the Hunt Warriors. 1 foul on the Comets, and the Comets will bring the ball back into play. Sayaza Washington, the power guard, junior at 5'2". Jukes and jives, goes under the paint, goes on her own, throws it way up in the air. Contact, calamity down on the ground by the Hunt Comet players. And we'll get a whistle and a foul. Number 30 on the foul. That's her second foul in the game now. Amani Sutton, the power forward junior at 5'9". Second foul on the game for Sutton in number 30. This will bring up Sayaza Washington to the line. The power guard junior at 5'2". will go to the line and shoot for 2. First shot's up. It's good. So Washington's first points of the game will come from the free throw line. 1 point substitution coming in. Ariana Carlton for the Hunt Warriors in the game for Wilson. And Sayaza Washington will go to the line and shoot again. Number 1's coming out. Going to go to the back. And 22's coming off of Shiana Spells. Varsity men's action coming up later tonight. We got it for you on CRN, the Community Radio Network. Washington's next shot goes up, bounces off the rim, no good. So 1 point in the game so far from the free throw line for Sayaza Washington. And Washington now missing the second one and out of bounds. It'll go back to Hunt. Ball goes out of play. Last touch by Clayton, so Hunt will bring it back in bounds, led by Bria Griffith. The guard, point guard junior at 5'10", hands it back inside the 23 of Smith. Smith goes back to Smith again, the Griffith, and a three-point shot. Number 23, Tatiana Smith for three. It's a 5-point game now. 8-5 the score, 4:35 in the first period. Washington under pressure. Got some pressure now from the Lady of Smith that just hit the three-point shot. She loses it. Todd tries to get it back away from Arcala Jones. Jones scampers quickly, gives it to Bria Griffith. Griffith goes inside the paint, gets it back, fighting for it. Goes Eves, a fight on the ground. Ball goes back to Clayton. Here comes Asia Todd. Three defenders up the court. No good. Bounces off the rim, and the rebound goes back to Hunt. Here comes Bria Griffith. Griffith under pressure by Eves. Eves will bounce and will have a foul and a whistle. Whistle and a foul. Are they going to call it on Eves? They will. Foul on number 32, Delaney Eves, the power forward sophomore at 5'10". Her first foul of the game. This will bring Bria Griffith to the free throw line. And she'll make her first shot. Bria Griffith gets the first shot into the Comets now. Number 23, Mackenzie Henninger, the guard, sophomore at 5'7". And here comes Griffith. Next shot coming up, and it'll bounce off the rim. So one shot counts for Bria Griffith. 1 point for Bria. Right now it's 8-6 the score. A field goal, a basket layup, and a free throw shot is the points total right now for the Hunt Warriors. It's 8-6 right now. Comets are up by 2. Watkins gets it back in play to Todd. Todd under pressure now, going back and looking for Henninger. Henninger is open for three. No good. Bounces off the rim. Hunt recovers. As here comes our Ariana Carlton for Hunt. Getting it back into 32 of Lucas. Also back to Sutton. And they shoot. Who was that? All right. It's Tatiana Smith, number 23, with another three-point shot. That's her second field goal of the game so far. 3:30 in the first period as Smith for Hunt got it. They take the lead by 1. 9-8 the score. And where we got walking, traveling, dribbling, double dribble, what do you want to call it? Traveling on the Hunt Warriors. Comets will get it back. Back into play. Asia Todd for a shot there. 2 points going to Asia Todd. That's her third points of the game so far. For Asia Todd, the number 5 guard, forward senior at 5'10". Back into play comes Hunt. Hunt under pressure, and there's a whistle and a foul. Now, are they going to call this on Eves? I believe they will. They're in number 32. That's her second foul of the game. Delaney Eves, the power forward sophomore at 5'10" for the Comets. Second foul of the game. This will bring up now number 15, Ariana Carlton, to the free throw line to shoot for the Hunt. First one's up, bounces off the rim, no good. 2:57 in the first. Hunt trying to tie things up. No good! So baskets are no good for Ariana Carlton. Clayton brings it back in the rebound. Todd goes inside to Watkins. Watkins is open. That's the Henninger. Henninger fighting and clawing. Trying to pass by 3 defenders of Hunt. And nobody will be denied as here comes Bria Griffith. And there is contact all over the place. You got to call a foul on number 1. Offensive foul on number 1. Offensive foul on number 1, Bria Griffith, the power guard junior. That's her first for Hunt. That's going to be the 5th overall team foul for the Warriors. And this will bring the ball back into play for the Clayton Comets. It's Henninger. Henninger brings it up, goes for 2. And oh, that was about. I think she lost the ball. Or dribbled, traveling, I don't know.
Stay back.
Hunt basketball. Shania Spells gets it back inside to Griffith. Griffith under pressure now to Henninger of the Comets. Griffith back to Spells. Spells back to Griffith again. Back to Griffith one more time. Back inside to Spells. They play hot potato with one another. Spells to Griffith. Inside now goes Carlton. Carlton going for the layup and 2. No good. Takeaway by Henninger to Clayton. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to get the ball back to Hunt. Henninger got the rebound after they lost it. It touched it last. He went inside the coach's benches area of the Comets, and unfortunately the ball goes back to Hunt. Back in play, Shania Spells, the power forward guard for Hunt, gets it back inside to number 10 of Shania Thorpe. Thorpe's first time in the game. Back inside to again Smith. Smith goes to Carlton. And a whistle and a foul. Number 3 with the last points of the game. She's got 4 points in the game so far for number 3, Markayla Jones, the junior. And Hunt will bring the ball back into play. 1:51 in the third for the varsity women's action. The men come up later tonight. Spells back inside to Griffith. Griffith under the paint to Carlton. There's a whistle and a foul. I think it's against Clayton. Foul being called on number 34 for the Comets. That's Jadea Scott. Jadea Scott's first foul. This will bring up number 15 to the line for the Warriors. She'll shoot. She got the first basket, and they take the lead by 1. 11-10 at the free throw line. It's 11-10. Warriors over Comets. 1:42 in the first. Bounces the basket off the second time. Ball bounces off basket second time for the free throw, no good. And Comets will bring it back into play now. Here comes Asia Todd on her own. She'll bring it up there. Bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound, and it's going to go back to Hunt. Ball goes out of bounds on Clayton. Jadea Scott on her own trying to power through the paint, going up under pressure and take it for 2. And fortunately misses the basket. Ball goes out of play. Hunt was the last to not touch it, and Hunt gets the ball back into play now as here comes Shania Thorpe. Thorpe goes inside, gets it again to 23 or 22 of Shania Spells. The Shania show. Ball goes out of bounds. Clayton will recover. 1:20 in the first period remain. Mackenzie Hedinger back in play. Getting it to Washington. Washington under pressure now by Thorpe. Thorpe jukes left, jukes right, loses the ball and a whistle and a foul. Foul on number 10. That's going to be her first foul of the game for the Hunt Warriors. That's going to be number 10, Shania Thorpe. And it will be a 16 foul for the Hunt Warriors overall in the first half of play. And the Comets will bring the ball back in play by the senior guard forward of Asia Todd. 5-10, Washington, back to Todd again. And they set the tempo and momentum. Todd on her own, goes up under the basket for 2. No good, but Scott's on the rebound. The captain, 34, goes in. No basket, they're saying no basket, a travel call on Jadea Scott. No basket, Jadea Scott. And they'll give it back to Hunt. 1 minute left to go in the first period. Griffith on her own, up the court, no one there. Going for the rebound. Clayton's got it. No, Hunt's got it back by Shania Spells. Spells under looking. Here comes Shania Thorpe. She's open. Goes inside to Markayla Jones. Jones with an air ball. Nobody there. Comet ball. Ball goes out of bounds. 40.2 seconds left in the first. Todd to Washington. Washington up court. Mid-court now. Back in now in Hunt's territory. Todd goes inside to Scott. Scott goes for 2. She's good! 6 points overall in the first period for senior Jadea Scott, the senior 6'3 center. And the Comets are now up ahead by 1 point, 12-11 now over the Hunt Warriors in the first period, about to wrap up in play. As here comes the Comets now, back upstream, takeaway by Scott. Scott gets it to Henninger. Clock ticks down to 10 seconds. Looking for Todd. Foul and a foul! Foul on number 1, Bria Griffith. That's her second. So Bria Griffith, the guard, junior, 5'10 for Hunt. Her second foul of the game so far. This is going to bring Asia Todd back to the free throw line. Asia Todd scored 1 free throw point earlier in the game. She also has 1 2-point conversion, and now this is going for her 4th point overall. She nails it. Substitution for the Comets are coming in. Number 20, Nadia Stepnowski, and number 24, the fresh forward junior 5'6 of Unique Best. They're in the game. Shot coming up, second one going in. She's 2 for 2 at the free throw line. That's going to give her 5 points overall for Todd. Asia Todd, the senior, 5 points in the game. Right now, the leader for the Comets in the overall game is tied between Jadea Scott with 6 and number 23 of Tatiana Smith for Hunt with 6. 3, 2, clock.